Hiya. Suki asked me why I hadn't written any more blog posts for the website recently. It's because I haven't had time with all the other stuff going on. She said, well, why not embrace technology and do a podcast instead? What a great idea! Let's go! Hiya, and welcome to the new Alice in Tomorrowland podcast. With me, I have Suki.
Hello.
And we're going to be discussing what's going on with the band and all the great stuff that you can expect to see and hear. Suki, why don't you tell the listeners a little bit about yourself?
Right. Okay. I'm Suki, and I'm the band's social media manager and general dog's buddy.
Hey, that's not true. Axel is the general dog's body, as you well know. But seriously, it's an exciting time for us as we are on a countdown to the new album launch. Our new album, Drowning on Dry Land, is just a couple of weeks away from launch. In fact, you can pre-order it on all good streaming sites right now. So, Suki, obviously, it's a busy time for marketing and social media. Do you want to tell us more about that?
That's right, Alice. In fact, I'm probably the busiest now that I've been for months. I normally keep on top of our social media channels and organize photo shoots and keep up with fan inquiries, but none of that compares to an album launch.
Do you want paying more?
Yeah, always. Nah, actually, you pay me well. But it is a lot of work, and it's only going to increase as we approach the album launch.
Are you seeing any kind of change in the social media channels as we get nearer to the actual launch date? Which is 1st of September, by the way, for listeners who didn't know.
Well, obviously I'm posting a lot more material, both general and album-related stuff, but I am seeing a lot more in terms of general queries from the website feedback form and comments on our social media.
Wow, what kind of queries?
Mostly stuff about streaming and downloads, but also people asking about you doing live gigs. Oh yeah, and several guys are asking if they can marry you.
Oh, I'm not the marrying type.
Yeah, I tell them that, but they don't listen.
So, quickly changing the subject, do you get the feeling that we're building much more of a vibe about this album than our previous ones?
Oh, absolutely! But as you know, our first two had very little in terms of social push, and are only now starting to gain followers in any real numbers.
Yeah, that was unfortunate about those releases. 'Cause there were some pretty great tracks on those albums.
Shall we hear one?
Which one?
How about Bleed You Out?
One of my absolute favorites.
Pretty lies, your lipstick grin. I see the devil under your skin. I hate the way you breathe my name. You twist it, break it, light the flame. You want my tears, I'll spit them out. You'll fade, I'll scream, I'll bleed you out.
That was a part of Bleed You Out from our album Tomorrow Begins Today.
We don't listen to those old tracks enough.
We don't. There were some great tracks on those first two albums, and they don't get the kind of airplay they deserve. So, back to the new album. The tracks, all 12 of them, are finished and loaded up for pre-release. The merch store is up and running, and we have our social media machine, that's you, I guess, driving away. What else do we need to do?
Plug it bad.
Aren't we already plugging it?
Yeah, but we've gotta really plug it.
Okay, agreed. But how do we do that?
Through a really strong social media campaign. The real problem is that we can't do live gigs.
Because Axel isn't up to it.
Yeah, of course. So we have to use what we have And that means creating strong content to really draw people in. And that is what we are doing now.
So the bottom line is to create a strong buzz. But can we do that in a short time? The album goes live in a couple of weeks, which seems terribly short.
Well, in reality, we have been building the vibe for a few months, teasing out the release, plugging the new tracks, building the basis of the album. Don't forget, these aren't just a bunch of new tracks. This is music with feeling. It actually means something to people who need support.
Yeah, that's really true. This album isn't filled with meaningless songs. By design, we have engineered them to have feeling.
And have marketed them exactly as that. We have been reaching out to the people that the album is aimed at, and that is the best kind of marketing you can have.
So, what's next, Suki?
We play out with some more of our music?
Ooh, old or new?
Old, definitely. How about Shiver?
Yeah, I haven't heard that in such a long time.
You don't rush in, you take your time. Eyes like static, crossing mine. Every word lands soft but sharp. You pull me in without a spark. You give me a shiver under my skin, a quiet kind of chaos. I'm breathing in when you lean close, when you don't say a word. Every nerve wakes up, every signal's blurred. You give me a shiver, slow, deliberate, sure. Yeah, you make me feel everything and more.
Well, that's it for our first podcast. Listen out for the next one, in which we'll do band introductions. Probably. See you soon!